this week has been one profound, unforgettable week in Nigerian entertainment. Congratulations are in order for Nigerian Afrobeat singer Davido, who got married to the love of his life, Chioma. It's been a long time coming. Also, Nollywood actress Sharon Oja also got married to her sweetheart. In fact, rumors have it that they were just dating for 3 months before he popped the question. So for those people that have been in a relationship longer than that and your man is still telling you that God's time is the best, you better point him towards Sharon Oja's direction. To discuss this week in entertainment with me in the studio is a journalist. He is also an actor. He's also a podcaster. He wears so many hats, and he's actually in charge of the, I think, creative space in Pulse. Content. Yeah. Welcome to the program, Dami Dawson.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
All right, let's get straight into it. How would you describe this week in entertainment?
I think it's, like you mentioned, it's quite eventful. It's a lot of weddings and a lot of questions, a lot of trends. But mostly, I think it's appreciating love more in the industry and pushing more of that narrative and just, taking away anything hate.
All right.
So it's more love.
It's more love. Okay, so before we go into details as to the individuals involved, let's talk about how the creative economy has been very robust, especially in this week. Can you take us through the chain of value because of this event, from the decorators to the MCs at the wedding? So can you take us through the value chain so that, the government can also see how we can use the creative space to boost the economy, especially in times like this?
I mean, it probably would be unfair to say that, for me to say that the creative space is quite underrated. I think it's at a level where people need to pay attention to it now. It's beyond the weddings. I mean, there's Burna Boys setting out the UK stadium second time. There's a lot happening in that particular space, and I think for one is we are being appreciative of the fact that they're beginning to see the creative space for what it is and what it should be, and not what they thought it was. There's a lot to take in there, a lot for people to learn from, the government particularly. I mean, I recently was going through social media. I saw a part where I think about 5 billion naira was given to the Nollywood space, and given to some producers to make films. And that's just to show you that the government even understands that process and see that, there's a need for us to, give the space some more projection, some more oxygen. So yeah, there's been a lot happening, but I mean, the most that I would say is, I think the light is showing now. People are beginning to respect the space now, and give us more oxygen and see us beyond what a lot of people thought we were. Yeah.
All right. It's also very important for us to state that, I'm diverging from the current issue that we're talking about. There has not been an official confirmation from the family of Sarah Olu Jacobs. So, of course, we have to wait for the official confirmation before making this a breaking news. But it's all over social media. And yes, it was very important that we send our love and we're hoping it's not true, but if it is, we're just waiting for the official statements to confirm this particular news. So back to the conversation we're having. Yes, let's talk about Davido and Chioma. It's been a long time coming. It attracted a lot of congratulatory messages from celebrities worldwide, Nicki Minaj, just to mention a few.
Everyone was looking forward to it. If you were not looking forward to a Davido Chioma wedding, then you're probably a hater. I'd say that free of charge. It was going to happen. We were just not sure when. As a matter of fact, when the date eventually dropped on the internet, we then realized that there had been plans before then. So they tried as much as possible to not let the plans go out and just throw a date on us. But I think they were very intentional with the date, because the date that they got married was the exact date that David met Chioma. So I think it was well calculated. And it happened. Lagos was the shutdown. Rain happened, and I thought it was going to be some type of way. I was in Lekki Phase 1, was flooded, But it's in the midst of the flood, people found a way to come out for David.
There seems to be a ripple effect. I mean, while a lot of people are very happy, there were the conversations and the banter was was like never before.
Yeah.
Wizkid simply tweeted LOL and the internet went on fire. What are your thoughts on the different sides to all the drama that happened?
Well, I mean, I would not exactly say Wiz was probably talking to David or anything. Wiz is a man of his own. So Wiz does things the way he wants to do things. And you can never really say it was pointing to one person. I think if you check the story better, you'd see that he was probably making reference to something else and not exactly David's married to Chioma.
Yes, like he clarified.
So it's pretty clear. Whatever happened, we all had a good day. Even a lot of us attended the wedding from different offices and homes. Not everyone could get the invite to the wedding, but it was fun to watch. Social media was shut down for David. A lot of things happened. Even the governor had his birthday, but a lot of people forgot about that, and were just concerned with David. So that's to show you how influential David is as a person and as a musician.
Yeah, so it seems like marriages have just been flying up and down. I think it was Kunle Remi that first started the trend in 2024 when he announced his marriage from the blues. And then the gospel ministers took over, Minister Dunsin, lots of them. And was there some sort of consensus amongst you bachelors that 2024 is the year to get married?
Well, to be honest, I think you'd answer that question better, but I think there's no right time to get married, to be honest. I mean, talking about Sharon Audrey, a lot of people have things to say, that she just met the guy 3 months, 4 months. I don't think there's a standard to the number of months that you must, date or court someone before getting married. So if you feel the person is the right person for you, then go ahead. Shout out to Sharon Audrey. I wish her the best in a marriage, and I think we would like to see more celebrity marriages, in Nigeria. Yeah.
Now talking about the ripple effects after, the wedding, Davido's wedding, going back to that. I mean, Portable, he's one celebrity that has been very vocal about, how he didn't get an invitation simply because of what Zlatan did and all of that. I mean, what do you think of all of that?
Well, I think Portable is living in his own world. I think he just wants to be happy and have fun. So whatever makes him happy is what he says. I don't think I don't think Zlatan came in the way. I just think the industry happened, and maybe Portable happened. Portable is a very interesting individual, so maybe he wasn't just, maybe probably just didn't handle the conversation or the situation well, and I did get invited. But still, I'm sure I saw some clips online. Even Zlatan was at the wedding, so.
What are your thoughts on this conversation about who got invited and who did not get invited? Because, I mean, a popular social media activist, influencer, however, whatever tag you want to give him, came online and said, an actress wasn't invited and it caused a ripple effect, and then some people got involved and it was just messy.
Well, I think whoever got invited, the couple probably thought it was good to invite them. And if you did not get an invite, it's okay. It don't mean that you're not a friend or whatever. I think for the better part of it, the couples had the people they wanted to invite, your friends, their families, those who wished them well. And of course, they couldn't get everybody. They couldn't get everybody to come for the wedding. So I don't think it was a problem. So, but still, for me, I think those that got invited probably deserved to get invited. And those that did not get invited, they didn't get invited. And maybe VDM, the VDM issue too came up. Well, what can I say to that? I'll just say it gave the internet some, aftermath conversation, stuff to talk about. VDM, like I said, is a very interesting personality also. He has his own views, opinions and things. And of course, the little debacle between himself and, Iyabo Ojo, I think that is settled now, I believe, because VDN has moved on to other things. He's no longer tackling them. I think he's taking the easier route. He's now focused on why he got on social media in the first place.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Genevieve's comments on Nollywood. She did make a statement that if she wanted to be in Hollywood, that she would have gone to Hollywood, but she experienced a little bit of Hollywood and then she realized that she doesn't want to shortchange Nollywood and she came back. So you have exactly 20 seconds to just quickly talk on that and then we can call it a wrap.
Well, Genevieve is one, a legend, and if she thought in all angles that Hollywood wasn't good for her, then she probably has seen something that said, nah, it can't work for me. But I think there's still a lot for her in Nollywood to achieve and to, more display. I think I want to see more films from her. And I think she's on the right track. So she should do more. She's Don't Lie on Her. That's the last thing we heard.
Yes.
In a long while. We're looking forward to more stuff from Genevieve and
All
Najee.
right. Thank you very
Definitely.
much for coming on the show,
It's good to
Dami
be here.
Dawson.
Thank you.
Don't just stand there teasing me. Now it's time to show and prove.